Ah, hello. Hiyo. It's going rather well. How about you? Do you want something rather cute to start this off a little? So, okay, I had to use the bathroom before we started, right? I walk into the bathroom and I find Gus being just an absolute idiot, and he had fallen asleep after he was playing with the shower curtain. So this is how I found him. That's how he was in the dark of the bathroom, just flat out. His whole belly is pressed up against the side of the bathtub, and his tail is just straight perpendicular from it. And I'm like, Gus, are you good? Are you okay? He's sleepy. Yeah, and that was a comfy spot. I think also because it's starting to get warmer out and he's like a long-haired cat. He's getting a little warm, so the linoleum tiles are cool for him. But it was just very strange to find him like that. Ah, sorry. Mama Miles just got home. Yeah, I am. I love Pixel Party. Pixel Party is very fun. Yee. It would make it a lot quicker. Nice. How warm has it been for you? How warm is it out for me? Hold on, I'm curious. It is 73, and it should be raining soon. Like a nice, like, slightly warm spring rain, and I am excited. Oh, rip. Yeah. Yeah. You overheat quick. Yeah, I've been dealing with that because over the weekend it was like mid 80s, low to mid 80s, but because we don't really have the best like heat and cooling circulation in the house, the upstairs always gets really, really warm. So it was even warmer in my room. So I'm just sitting here, I'm just sweltering, and I'm just like, save me. No, it's not. Whee! Yeah. Yay, summer. It's nice and cold. Yeah, I ended up doing that. I was trying to do some stuff in my room, and I just laid down on my bed, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit here a minute while I recoup. But I need to brush guts again. I much prefer it being cold. This is why I'm excited to move into the basement, because then it's nice and chilly down there all the time. It's gonna be so nice. Oh, hello! Hi! Oh, hey! Hey! Oh, hi! Fancy seeing you here! Fancy running India. Oh, I pressed the wrong button and nearly walked off the edge. Don't do that. Hello. Oh no! Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, I'm not alive, but I am still here. Yeah, yeah, I'm still here. Flying around. I said I wasn't alive. No! I said I'm not alive. Like I'm not alive. No. Yeah, pretty much. I'm alive, but I'm dead. That is my. I mean, a couple of things. Wendell helped me come up, like, gave me a really good idea, and I've been trying to, like, work on said idea, which I'm okay with talking about. I made a, like, Instagram for my streaming stuff, because I was gonna be tagged in a picture at, like, the con I went to. So I was like, I don't want my personal to be tagged to that, because I just don't want to run the risk of, my personal being connected to my streaming, because I want to keep that personal separate. And I was like, okay, well, what do I do with the streaming Instagram then? I made it for this account. What do I do with it? And Wendell thought it would be an interesting idea if I like took like screenshots of builds, just like small or like any kind of builds that I work on. And I take like screenshots with shaders on, and I post those like build pictures on there. Oh, like kind of, but it's just like also a place to just show off like the other things that I've built. And if people like what I like it, then it's just like it's a way to have a portfolio that is also like also attached to like the other streaming stuff that I do, which I thought was a really cool idea. So I've been trying to work on getting that set up, you know? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of hard to like do stuff streaming related on Instagram because of the fact that it's very like image based instead of like Twitter or something where it's just do text or just fun clips and stuff like that are on like TikTok and whatnot. Yeah, that's very fun. Yo, nice. Oh, that's right, the Windle egg hunt one, right? Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, we did. I hate the ones over in those far corners. They are. Mm-hmm. For the fun of it, you know? To make it fun. Make it interesting. Oh, I got stuck in the corner. There we go. Lent. Yeah, I want to. Mm-hmm. Not what you wanted. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I still haven't done mine on the server because I wanted to wait until you were able to get on. I mean, I've already found 3 of them on accident, so it's Tim. It's Tim. What do you expect? It's yeah. It's just how it goes. It's a Tim. Are you okay? Are you okay, bestie? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. Hey. Hi. Oh, hey. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, good. Yeah. Rip. I went to the wrong color and then realized halfway across the board. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doopsie. That was my bad. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, because the heat is just ugh. Heat is ick. It does. I also have a major heat sensitivity issue. Like I cannot work any kind of jobs that are outside, especially during the summer, because of the fact that if I am out in the heat for too long, I watched that. You tried. You tried. But if I'm out in the heat for too long, I will most likely either get close or will pass out because of the heat, no matter how much water I drink. It's very strange. Oh yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, but yeah, yeah, it really sucks because I like being outside. I enjoy it, but I just can't for too long. And then I also have a thing where if I can't drink water when I get overheated, like any kind of water, I have to if I have to drink something cold, it has to be like Sprite or something, or very, very room temperature water, or else I feel like I'm gonna throw up. It can't even be just regular, like, kind of water. It has to be, like, warm, or if it's cold, it has to be Sprite. It's really weird. Yeah. Howard is my best friend. That's Howard has always been my best friend. Yeah. I also use Powerade and juice as a way because like sometimes water just doesn't taste good and it's a struggle for me to drink anything. So I'll use like Powerade or juice as a way to try to get myself to drink something that has a little bit more of helpful and healthy things in it. And then also try to like drink water on top of it. Mm. Yeah. Gross. Yes. I trust you with my life. That's a very weird thing to entrust you with, but yeah, I meant with like with heat stuff. That's entirely fair. But yeah, I've gotten much better about dealing with the heat at least. I'm not like I still am affected by it very easily, but I know how to better deal with it, which is always very, very nice. But it's fun. It's fine. It's fine. I know I wasn't allowed to have like water bottles when we were like really, really little because like we're children, like tiny children. We would most likely lose them or drop them or trade them with people, you know, just like regular like little kids stuff, like elementary school, like first, second grade stuff, but not like any later than that, I don't think. Oh, bye. It's a tie. Let's go. GG. GG. Look at us go. So like you weren't allowed to have water bottles in elementary school up until like middle school? Yeah. Oh yeah, I had that. Need water. Yeah, it's just like you're a little kid, like you can't properly take care of yourself like that. So the teacher should have been a little bit better equipped for helping. Yeah. What? Never had that. Yeah, the teachers would get on us if we like asked to leave to go fill up our water bottles, but like you didn't get like a one a day thing. What? Yes. Yes. It does. American schools, growth. In the what? Abuse. That's literally abuse. That's literally abuse. No, that is abuse. Not allowing a child to have their natural body functions. That's literally abuse. Abuse? What? Ew. What the heck? Okay, so here's the thing that Dean didn't realize was actually something that happened. The Daily Pledge of Allegiance. Yep, I sent a video to Dean about that, and he was like, wait, that's real? And I'm like, yeah, we had to do that almost like every morning in school. Every single morning, we had to stand up and do that right before morning announcements. And it was rare if we didn't do it. It was weird if we didn't do it. It makes sense to do it. Yo! Yeah, it did make sense to do it, and I mean, I think the difference between like your school experience and my school experience is that because I lived much, much further north, um, if someone didn't stand up during it, none of the teachers ever did anything about it. They were like, okay, yeah, whatever. But I never really did it myself until high school, so at that point the teachers didn't care either way. You know? So like when I was younger, I was one of those like kids, sheltered kids that was very proud to do that every day because it was just like a whole thing that I had to unlearn. But then like as high school time, I was just like, you know what? I don't need to do this anymore. What? I don't Mine was all the way up until high school. Up until I
What the
left.
fuck is this cult shit your schools have going on?
This is America for you.
What the fuck? Hang on, I haven't muted your stream yet. Hang on. What the fuck? Every time I
Yeah.
look at your schools, it's just worse and worse.
Yeah. You never
Mm-hmm.
grew out of that.
No.
7 or 8, yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I think that is definitely a major difference between.
Mom, I didn't get involved in the cult, and now I'm so
And I guess
sad.
into the principal's office. Yeah, it's so funny how the South is so patriotic for being the same states that left the same country they're being patriotic for.
Oh, like... Oh god, do I?
Is this just American public school horror story time?
F.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great response.
Yeah, no, great. Perfect response.
Oh.
They were like standing on like the risers.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
little chorus risers, yeah.
What?
Hmm. Oh yeah, that's a uh-huh. That's a that's no, that's like a normal thing. Cause like I've had a couple of
What the...
times it didn't happen to me, but I definitely remember like a time where there was like a kid in my class who was like, I don't feel very good, can I go to the nurse's office? And the teacher was like, oh, I'm
Hello,
explaining
hand
something
waving.
very important. Can you wait? Great response to hear to a kid telling you that they don't feel well. The kid stood up like and went over and like puked in the trash can because the teacher wouldn't let them go to the nurse's office when they asked because they were explaining something important with dramatic quotes.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Which one of us?
Does your country have fucking empathy? What the
No.
fuck?
No. Have you
Your
seen some of
all
their
primary school was like
policies?
what we primary school. We'd walk in, we'd sit down, we'd answer the register, and then we'd learn, and then we'd go home.
Yeah.
None
I
of
mean,
this
have you
bullshit
seen
bullshit.
some of their policies even relating to like some of the things that are putting school children in danger? I don't want to say it in particular, but it was just like that's proving a point. It's just like they say they care about kids, but they don't actually care about kids.
We
So.
also like if we had to go to like the toilet during fucking class, they'd just be like, "You should have gone during break, or you should have gone beforehand. Go on then," and that's it. just kind of there's an allotted time for you to go to the toilet. You should have went then, but like, you know, we know you need to go and that's fine. No like
Yeah,
water bottle bans either. Like we don't have water fountains in our schools. We just use like the tap to fill up our water.
hmm.
Um so like you can fill that up anytime to go to the toilet or like in class you can be like, hey, can I just refill my water bottle? And they'll be like, alright, be quick. And that's it.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah.
How old are you in high school? In your high school?
16, 15, 16. When you're a freshman.
Fucking
It's
kidding
like
me?
15 to like 8, like 15 to 19, roughly.
You're just
Uh, yeah, like I'm going the lowest to like the highest, like as like a
Are
because
you
some people are like
serious?
15. No. Yes, actually. They are dead serious. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that's a weird thing that I heard that colleges like do, and I'm just sitting here like, what?
Yeah, our
You can
uni
just
does
get up
that,
and
and I
leave?
was yeah, our uni's like that, but like it wasn't like that in college or high school. Like you'd have to ask and they'd let you go, but in uni, if you need to go, you can just get up and go. It like
You're
some
not
of the
being a distraction.
yeah, some of our like some of the people in my class, like once they've done what they think they need to do, they just get up and leave midway through class, and then they don't come back till the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that one guy I DM'd you about Mello honestly pissed me off. He didn't just get up and leave. He like during one of the breaks, cause little bit of context. We were doing presentations today, so one of our teachers basically like moved stuff around, so we'd only be in that classroom for the whole day, so we could just focus on that. Um, and when we were all talking about it, one of my classmates was like, "I don't care about any of your ideas. Once I've done my presentation, I'm going home." And I was like, "All right, fuck you. I'll remember that if you ever need equipment or a crew. I'm not fucking helping you."
Good.
It proper pissed me off. And um like he didn't get up and leave during like the class, but our teacher gave us like two breaks because we were in from like 12:30 to 5:30. So it was two like 20-minute breaks.
I watched someone
Um
walk off to their death.
and we went alphabetical order, so his presentation was before the first break. And
I made it.
what's it called? And he left during the first break, just kind of fucked off.
Yeah. I think another thing that I remember from high school is that like all throughout school we did have like in between like times that was like maybe like 3 to 5 minutes to get to your next class. This this definitely got like worse when I got into high school because like sometimes you had to go across the hall like across the school in order to get to your next class. So you had like maybe 5 minutes to get to your next class, but they also expected you to use the bathroom during that time. And so like at the beginning of the bell, like if someone like in like the next like 20 or something minutes after the class started, up to I think it was like the first like 20 to 30 minutes, they wouldn't allow you to leave because you should have gone during the transfer period. Yep. And then the same with the last 15 to 20 minutes because they'll be like, "Oh, you can wait. Class is almost over." You know, so there was that as well that definitely have got like more painful
Okay,
during high
we
school.
we had some stuff like that. Like one of our classes might be on the other end of the school. They tried their best to make the timetable so that no one would have to do it, but sometimes they just couldn't get around it. Um, and if they were like, "Oh, why are you late?" and you said, "Oh, I went to the toilet," and they're just like, okay, but why were you in there so long? You can say like, oh, my last lesson was this in this teacher's room. So like with the time it takes to get here and go in the toilet, that's why I'm like a little bit late. And they'd be understanding. They'd be like, oh yeah, I understand now. Yeah, like if your classroom was the door like next door,
Then they
and
yeah.
yeah, if like your classroom was next door and you were late because you went to the toilet, like they'd be a bit like, If you did it too often, they'd also be like, well, no.
Yeah.
Like you're just
It-
lying now. But like they were understanding. See, because we have this thing called empathy, and people care.
yeah, not here.
hmm
Hi, Mello. Oh, did you lose your pearl? Oh no, Sag. Mm. Also, the fact that like your thing was set up where you only had 4 classes a day. I had like I think 6, I believe.
We'd have 5. We'd have 5 hour-long classes.
I think ours were around 45 minutes ish. Um,
That's fair.
and then like study hall, it was a pain to have study hall because you weren't allowed to talk, you weren't allowed to do anything. If you were caught doing something like other than like classwork, they could get mad at you for it. You had to face the same direction in the cafeteria so that the teacher could see your faces, and so you couldn't be like chatting with someone else because you were facing like the same direction, like the opposite direction of your friends. You're like face to
But
face with
it's
someone.
studying. You
It's a
study better
it was
with.
technically a free period, but it was also in a study hall, so there was like a lot of people that would end up taking that free bell because they didn't have another class they needed to take. and we often had the gym teachers running the study hall. I think one of them was mainly like the football coach, so you can understand how uh fun that could have turned into if you stepped out of line. Because the football coaches were unnecessarily strict. So this is why I never.
Your schools sound terrifying.
Uh, also another fun fact that I learned later on because my mom worked at food service in my high school for a little while, so I was able to see my mom every day at lunch, which was very nice. Is that the food that they use is same if not worse quality than prison food,
Fun.
and sometimes prisons wouldn't even take school food as donations because of how bad it was, and yet they were feeding them to children. Senioritis. I wish.
That is amazing.
I didn't really have I didn't really have that many freedoms until after I left public school and went to my other school for my junior and senior year. Because in that one, if you needed to get up and use the bathroom, you could just leave. You were able to sit outside because we had a whole outside area that you were allowed to go to. If you had a signed like pass, you were allowed to leave and go to the gas station down the street and get snacks from there or like a restaurant that was nearby. Um, During lunch, um, free periods, you were allowed to talk. If you were in the cafeteria, if you were in the library, you couldn't be as loud, but and you got to pick your own
Me and
classes. It was so
me
nice.
and my friends, when we'd have like a free lesson, would like just sit in what was like the drama hall. I'd say me and my friends, it was literally only me and Maisie that had a free lesson at the same time because I dropped out of religious studies and Maisie dropped out of history. And how our timetable was is they were both at the same time, so we'd just have a free period during that time. We'd just sit in the drama hall and make fun of like random shit.
I love that.
Or we'd just vibe and sing. But during like lunches and shit, we either sat in this like one corner by the nurse's office and we'd get like a bunch of tea, or we'd go to the geography classroom and just play Just Dance.
My
Legit,
gosh.
it was amazing. We eventually got kicked out of the geography room after like 2 years of using it purely because for 2 years that teacher thought we were using her classroom to study. None of us told her we were going to study. We just asked, "Can we use your classroom during lunches?" And she just went, "Yeah." And she assumed we were studying, but obviously we weren't. And at one point she walked in, and I'm fucking busting it down. And she just walks in, and we're all just like, "Hi."
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna do that.
I was 15, Mellow. um, but I'm fucking vibing, and she just walks in, and we're all just like, "Hi," and then I just continue, and she's like, "I thought you were using this room to study," and we were just like, "Nah, we just don't like people." And then she was just like, Fair enough, but now that I know that, I can't let you use the room.
I mean, she could have.
Nah, she was a lovely teacher, but she had like a strong like guilty conscience. She was lovely though. People fucking made fun of her and kept calling her a pigeon because of the way her nose was shaped.
Ew.
Yeah. Jared's gone. Oh what?
Ah, okay. Yeah, we were never allowed to leave at high school, at my
We
old
were
high school.
allowed to do that in our final year. Like because it was like our final year, like of the big exams. So if we like didn't have any lessons or anything, or it was like lunch or something, they allowed us to leave. Because if you didn't have any lessons, they were like, "All right, you can go home, so you can like study at home if that's like what feels best for you, or like you can use an empty classroom or whatever, um, to study." So they were just like, "Yeah, do what you want." And because we were all like final year, like getting into like okay, like when you're in college, they're going to start training you to be more like adults and give you more freedom. So we're also going to give you freedom to get you used to it. And that's kind of what it was like. Um, it was really sick. Like there was this shop on like this big ass road where my school was, and me and Maisie would go there all the fucking time. Like they sold this bomb ass fucking like red salted chips. It was beautiful.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Go take care of yourself. Yo. Ooh.
Hi.
They just like forced their way in. It was just like, I am here now.
I asked. I asked because I was just very confused about the whole American school thing. I was like, I'm sorry, we need
I
to
have
talk
more.
about this.
I have one other thing that I could explain later if you want.
Oh god. Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah.